Nice to be here today. First of all, before I start, I would like to announce that Murena has just joined OW2 as a member. So yeah, thank you. So today we are here to speak about the project I started in 2018, which is called at the beginning EOS, and now the whole project is called Murena. So Murena is about a mobile operating system that defends digital rights actually for its users, and we see that also now is defending our digital sovereignty in Europe. So how did it start? First of all, I realized at the time that in mobile phones there was a lot of personal and professional data collection all the time, both in an iPhone and Android phone. So to give you an idea, it's roughly about 10 megabytes of your personal data every day that is collected by Google, Apple, and others from your pocket, actually, if you put your smartphone in your pocket. And that goes to Google servers to fuel the business model of advertising and possibly other things that we do not know. So at the time, I thought that it was difficult to accept, and I wanted to find something else. I wanted to stop using an iPhone, to stop using Android and Google services, but I didn't find any credible alternative as just a smartphone user. There was nothing that would be really close to an iPhone. I really like the iPhone, I must agree. So I started for those alternatives, and I didn't find any, so I decided to create something new that could be based on open source software, and soon I realized that there were a lot of open source software components that could be used to be put together to recreate this mobile operating system and possibly also some online services. So I started with just a Kickstarter. Sorry, I started with just a Kickstarter just to test the idea and to collect some first funds to pay one developer. And the Kickstarter was pretty successful because in a little bit more than 1 month, we made 4 times the initial target that was about 20,000 euros. And in the end, we reached close to 100,000 euros to start this project. So it started pretty well. And actually, this Kickstarter has also been the opportunity to create the first community of our supporters and users, and we have still many people from those times who are now using the smartphone and the operating system. So that was how all this started. So what is EOS exactly? So we take Android open source project, so not the commercial Android, because Android is AOSP, the Android open source project, plus a lot of proprietary software from Google, like the Play services, etc. So we take only the open source part of this. So this is the core foundation, the roots of the operating system with a Linux kernel, modified Linux kernel. And we remove all the features, all the software that already sends some data to Google, even in AOSP. Like the connectivity check, when you start your smartphone, there is a ping to some Google servers, like the default NTP servers that are used to set the time in the mobile phone, and the default DNS servers. All of those things are already pre-configured to go to Google. So we modify all this. We remove all the Google services and we replace by open source equivalent. So we are lucky to have a great project that is called MicroG, which is led by a German developer. That is an open source implementation of many Play services that allow compatibility between mobile apps that can run on an Android fork and some Google services that can be used, such as push notification, for example. And yes, and we also replaced all the default mobile application. So here you can see this is iOS in its latest version, version 3, and you see all the default application. None of this is a Google application. If you take the App Launch, it's an app store that we have recreated from scratch, which is actually using some API to address the Google Play Store and other stores, such as F-Droid for open source application. And all the other applications are all open source software, but one, we have still the Maps application, which is a proprietary software that we like to replace as soon as possible. We try to keep compatibility with mobile applications as much as possible, because we want to make a mobile operating system that is not only very clean and by default that doesn't send your personal or professional data to Google, Apple, etc. But at the same time, we think that everything must be ready to use. We don't want to make a product that will be only for some people who have the technical knowledge to do some settings, specific settings, or some customization. We want this to be straightforward to use, and also we want to keep the compatibility, because we know that if our users try to install an application that they want to use, even some application, some evil applications, that happens, like WhatsApp. If it doesn't work, there will be no adoption for iOS. So we put a really big effort into ensuring that the compatibility is as best as possible. So this is a bit technical, but we try, for instance, to have the safety net check pass, the root beer check pass, which are some verifications that are made by mobile applications, sometimes to check that the mobile operating system that they are running onto is clean enough to ensure enough security, otherwise it won't run. Okay, so App Launch is our integrated app store with all the Android apps and all the F-Droid apps, and also a set of progressive web apps. And we also want to inform users about what they are using. So before installing an application in iOS, when you go into App Launch, you will find, if you select an application, like here at Signal, you will have a privacy score that will inform you about how good this application is. The privacy score is computed from permissions and trackers that are found in two applications. Trackers are a very important thing in the mobile world because they are like the cookies on the web, but made for applications. And it is a way for apps publishers and advertising agencies to track your usage, your application usage, when you are using, for instance, I don't know, lemonde.fr or Météo France. There are some ads agencies that can track your usage of this application to know when you are using it, what page you are watching on the application. So this is important for us to inform users about what can be found in each application, so they can choose to use it or not with this information. And we are adding more layers to the OS to protect users against permanent data collection. This one is called Advanced Privacy. It is something we have developed to detect all the trackers that we were talking about from mobile applications. They are detected in real time, actually, and we offer the option to block all those trackers. And 99% of the time, blocking all those trackers won't have any effect on the application. You can use it with not any problem. And we had other fun features, like you can fake your geolocation, or you can even fake your IP address if you don't want to be tracked from your IP address. So this is a few views of the new advanced privacy that we have released in the V3, actually. So here you can see in the middle, there is an history of all the trackers that have been blocked for the few 24 hours. Actually, it's really a huge number of trackers. If you have the curiosity to try iOS and just try it for 1 week or 2 weeks, and we'll see the numbers of trackers that are cut all the time. It is really, really impressive. And here we have added this new feature, which is a way to share this information to people you know, and to show them that there are all the time all those trackers who are looking at your usage. Okay, so I'm skipping this one because we are short of time. Just that we are supporting more than 200 different devices, working with Fairphone and other hardware makers to sell some smartphone actually with iOS pre-installed. We call this the Murena smartphones. So this is a list of smartphone models we sell today. So we sell some, for instance, some Murena Pixels. So we even de-Google the Google hardware, even the tablet one. We sell the Murena Nothing CMF1, the Murena Fairphone 3, 4, 5, and the next Fairphone. Obviously, we have just introduced this tablet, which is the Murena Vola tablet. Vola is a German hardware maker, which is doing some smartphone and some tablets, and we share the same values in terms of privacy, for instance, and we are super happy to work with them. We also work with an American hardware manufacturer, which is called TerraCube, with the T2E and the T2S. The Murena Shift Phone, this is a new partnership with a new German hardware maker. And we have also released our own smartphones, which are called the Murena 1 and the Murena 2. Everything, well, all our business model actually is to sell directly to consumers. Today we sell only to individuals and a bit of also some corporations, and more actually, and we sell only through Murena.com, and you can also find some device with iOS at Fairphone.com, our partner in Holland. We also have those online services because we think that a mobile operating system, as good as it can be, it's not enough in 2025 if there is not also some basic online services. So we have created this online workspace, which we call Murena.io, which offers all the basics you need today, like an email address, a calendar, your contacts, a drive to store your data, your pictures and videos and office files, and also to do some collaborative office document editing, sharing, collaboration, online collaboration. And all this stack is also built on top of open source software. So here it's built on the top of Nextcloud, OnlyOffice, BossFix, and a few others. We want everything to be 100% open source. It's also for us a way to prove that what we claim in terms of personal data protection, it can be verified because we publish all the source code of what we do. And this is a new feature in our Murena.io workspace. This is the Murena Vault. So we have just introduced this for the V3 launch last month. The Murena Vault is a specific place in Murena.io where you can store all your data with a very high level of encryption. So this is called end-to-end encryption. This means that only the user is able to encrypt his data and to decrypt his data. This happens only on his side. We as a hoster, we cannot just see anything of those data, only encrypted data. And the Murena Vault is based on a technology that you maybe know, which is called CryptPad. CryptPad is a nice project which actually develops all those end-to-end encryption technologies, and we have been working with them to offer to our users this special directory where you can put all your data with a very high level of safety. So that is a new feature in iOS v3. We have done a partnership with Quant because actually we had a problem with the default search engine in iOS. It was very difficult to select one search engine because some people like Quant, some people like DuckDuckGo, some people like Brave Search, some people prefer Google or some Bing. Our response to this was to offer a meta search engine that was actually using data from other search engines, but it was not working very well, and we have a lot of complaints from our users for this search engine. So we have agreed with Quant to make a special version of Quant, which is called Murena Find, powered by Quant, which actually is using all the Quant technology. So you have all the search results from Quant with a specific setting that users are not tracked. So for instance, if there happens to be some advertising in the search results, those ads will be based only on the search context, not on tracking the users like it can happen. So it's just been introduced. So this is now the default search engine in iOS. And a few new features. So they are not especially related to privacy, but we want also to innovate to answer some of users' needs. So one on the left is the Find My Device. It's a very simple, actually, feature that lets you retrieve your device. You just define in advance a code that you can copy on a sheet of paper, you memorize. And if you happen to lose your device, you take any device and you send this code by SMS to your phone. And in return, it will respond with a SMS with your GPS coordinates and also a link to a Maps application to see where your device is located. The second one is a new feature in our parental control development because we have more and more parents who would like to have a Murena phone for their children. Where I say children, we hope it's not too young but you know, as a teenager, often you get your first smartphone, and parents are concerned about what their child can find in a smartphone. So we have developed this parental control functionality that lets the parents authorize for some apps or some other features, and also that cuts all the bad content they could find on the web, and also that prevents them to download bad applications. And now we have also introduced this screen time management. So if you want your child, your teenager to spend only 1 hour on their smartphone, you can set this on iOS. And the third one is something that everyone expects today, but that we didn't have so far. It's voice recognition in real time, and it's working pretty well. So this is the part on sustainability. So we have realized that what we were doing is also a way to support smartphones more longer. The thing is that we support, with iOS, we can build for any device we want. Even some old device, some 10 years old device, we can have iOS run on those devices, and it is going to work pretty well. So this is a way to reuse some device that cannot be used with a recent update of Android, for instance. And the thing is that there is a nice figure that is a bit surprising that shows that 80% of a smartphone energy impact on its lifetime is from manufacturing and sales. And also that the average smartphone lifetime is only 2.6 years, so it's very short. So if you double the smartphone lifetime, 5 years, you will reduce a lot the energy impact on the overall lifetime of the smartphone. So what we are doing is really a way, because we support a lot of smartphones, you can flash on many, many different smartphones to reduce this general impact from the smartphone industry. Yeah, I think I succeeded to be on time. So yes, let's make the world more sustainable, more resilient with open source. Thank you.